Good people. Greetings from Engramium Plus. You'll go to partner for everything from web development and customization to support and optimization. Okay, now that you know who we are, let's focus on today's topic. Are you planning to build a multi-vendor marketplace like Amazon, Etsy, or Daraz using WordPress? Then you are in the right place. In this video, I am going to show you how to add and install the Dokan WordPress multi-vendor plugin step by step, even if you are a beginner. We will cover where to download Dokan, how to install it properly, and how to activate it without errors. So you can start building your own multi-vendor marketplace in no times. So make sure to watch till the end and let's get started. And don't forget to subscribe for more WordPress and e-commerce tutorials. First, let's explore the Dokan's features. Now, if you go to Dokan's website, if you click on these features, we will be able to see admin features, vendor features, customer features. And if you go to the modules, Dokan has two premium extension. One is Dokan WooCommerce Booking and Dokan Simple Action. If we go to the modules, it has 42 plus modules, including vendor support module, printful integration, seller badge, Stripe Express, request for quotation, report reviews, Elementor, Stripe Connect, tablet shipping, product advertising, minimum maximum order, subscription, product subscription, follow store, and so on. In total, it has 42 plus modules. Now, if you go to the themes, we'll be able to see the compatible themes in here. It has the Astra, Petro, SE, OneMall, PingMart, Jakra, and so on. Dokan has the mobile apps as well. Dokan has the mobile app. It has the delivery app as well. And if you go to the Dokan and let's click on the pricing, from here, if we click on annual, we will be able to see the starter, professional, business, and enterprise. I will put the link in the video description from where you will get a exclusive deal for the Dokan. Okay, we have seen the basic feature overview of the Dokan. Now from this pricing page, we can download the Dokan Lite version from here. Important note is that Dokan works on the top of the WooCommerce plugin. If the WooCommerce is not activated, then Dokan won't work. And in order to Dokan to work, we need the Dokan Lite version first. We can download it from here, or if we go to the WordPress org page, from here we can download the Dokan as well. Another way to install the Dokan is if you go to our WordPress dashboard, from the plugins, we'll click on Add Plugin, and in here we'll search for Dokan Lite. As I have already mentioned, Dokan works on the top of the WooCommerce plugin. So I believe you have already installed and activated the WooCommerce plugin. If you don't activate the WooCommerce yet, I will put the link in the video description so that you can see how to install and activate the WooCommerce properly. So this is the Dokan plugin, and first we'll click on install now. It will take a few seconds to install the plugin, and you will see that additional plugins are required, that is WooCommerce, and we have already activated the WooCommerce plugin in here. As you can see, the plugin is installed. Now we click on activate. After clicking active, we'll be greeted with this welcome wizard. From here we'll click on start the journey. In here we can configure the store URL. For example, the store is default, and we can change it as per our own preference. For example, let's make it shop, but it won't allow this URL because the store URL shop is reserved by WordPress and cannot be used. Please choose a different value like store or shopkeeper. We can make it shopkeeper. The main purpose of showing you this one is to explain what can be done and what cannot be done. Now we will click on next. From here, we'll click what's the primary focus of your marketplace. For now, we'll click on physical product. How do you plan to handle deliveries? Marketplace handle the delivery. what's your top priority, intentional market reach. Now we will click on next. In here we'll get the recommended plugin. For now we don't need these plugins, so we'll deselect this one and click on next. I will click on explore dashboard. After properly activating the Dokan, we'll get an admin menu called Dokan. From here we can go to the settings. We can get help from the Dokan plugin developer by clicking chat with us. From the help we will get the documentation. From the Pro feature we'll get all the modules and information from here about the Dokan Pro. If we go to the status, we can check the status. If we go to the modules, we can see all the premium modules. And from the vendor, we can add new vendor. We can approve or we can make those vendor pending. We can disable the selling and so on. From the reverse withdrawal, this is the feature. We have the withdraw feature. The withdraw information will be here. And from the dashboard, we'll get the basic overview and all the information in here. So this is how easy it is to install Dokan plugin. Now, one important thing needs to be done, that is from the settings, we'll go to the Permalink and make sure it's the post name and we'll hit save changes. After that, second important thing is the Dokan, we'll go to the settings. Now we'll go to the page settings. From here, the pages needs to be configured. Sometimes it doesn't get configured by default. So what we can do is, if those page doesn't get created by default, we can go to the pages, all pages. As we can see with the shop page, which is from WooCommerce, if we go to the dashboard and click in here, we will see that Dokan dashboard. So if you don't get these pages, what you need to do is you need to copy the shortcode from here. For example, Dokan dashboard. Let's copy the shortcode. Let's go to the page. For example, let's remove this block and let's add the shortcode block and paste the shortcode in here and save the changes. Now it will work as it is, or it will work as the default. Now this is the Dokan dashboard and this is the Dokan vendor dashboard. Now if you don't like the new interface, what you can do is, let's go to the Dokan settings, appearance. From here we'll get vendor dashboard style, new UI and legacy UI. For now let's see the legacy UI and hit save changes. So let's go to the Dokan vendor dashboard and this is the legacy UI, but for my personal preference I like the new UI. So let's enable new UI and save changes. Now we'll go to the vendor dashboard and reload this page. Now it's saying error, your account is not enabled for selling, please contact the admin. What we need to do is, we need to go to the Dokan vendors. As you can see, the status is disabled. From here we will approve vendors. Yes, it approved. Now let's check the vendor dashboard again. We won't see the notice anymore. Now this is the basic overview of the Dokan and its basic settings. Now let me recap the whole thing again. First, will need to install and activate the WooCommerce plugin. Then we need to install and activate the Dokan Lite plugin. After that, we need to go to the settings, Permalink. We need to set the post name and save the changes. Then we need to go to Dokan settings, page settings. Need to configure all these pages in here. From here we can, let's configure the sample page and save the changes. If you don't get these pages, you can create all the pages by creating a new page and copy the shortcode from here. We'll get the store list shortcode, store order wise, store order by wise, store ID wise. You will get all this shortcode from here, and I will put this link in the video description. Now we will see how to install and activate the Dokan Pro plugin. First you will purchase the Dokan Pro version and then you will get to download the Dokan Pro version from your Dokan account. Now let me log into this page. From here we need to go to Dokan Cloud to Dokan plugin. And from the download option, we'll be able to download the Dokan Pro version. I have already downloaded the Dokan Pro version. Now we will activate. First, let's go to our dashboard. We'll click on plugins, add plugin, and we will upload the plugin. So let's choose the file first. Notice the file. Now we'll click on install. Also, it will take few seconds to install. And I would like to mention in here, to make sure the Dokan Pro will work properly, we need two plugins. First, we need WooCommerce. Second, we will need the Dokan Lite. Dokan Pro version won't work if we do not activate or install the Dokan Lite. It's not a standalone plugin. It's an extension of the Dokan Lite. Now we need to activate the license. So this is our license key. Now we'll click on activate license. So our license has been activated. Now if we go to the modules, we'll be able to see in the my modules, we'll get all the modules because it's the business package. And if we click on activate or active, we'll get that no modules is active because all the modules are inactive. Now if we enable the module, let's say seller badge, enable this one. We can enable delivery time, we can enable the live chat, live search, and so on. But the main purpose is to see how to install the Dokan Lite and Dokan Pro. So this is how easy it is. And one thing I would like to mention in here again, in order to install or in order to work with Dokan, we need the WooCommerce plugin. Only after that we'll be able to install the Dokan Lite plugin. And when both of these activate, we'll be able to activate Dokan Pro. You can see that we won't be able to deactivate the Dokan plugin or Dokan Lite, but we can deactivate the Dokan Pro. Also, we can't deactivate the WooCommerce because Dokan Pro and Dokan Lite is required the WooCommerce plugin. I've seen how to install the Dokan Lite and Dokan Pro, and we have seen the basic configuration as well. If we go to the Dokan settings, we'll see the pages, and after activating the Dokan Pro, we'll get extension or we'll be able to see the more settings in here. For example, the live search, we have enabled the module, we'll be able to see the email verification, and so on. Now as you can see, our dashboard page has been configured, my order, the store listing, all of them are configured. Now if you go to the appearance themes, it's recommended that you will use the WooCommerce supported theme. Any WooCommerce supported theme will work perfectly fine with Dokan. If it's Asta, it will work as well. If it's Blocksy, Storefront, and so on. Alright, that's it for this video. You have successfully learned how to install and active the Dokan multi-vendor WordPress plugin on your WordPress website. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. If you have any question or face any issue while installing Dokan, feel free to drop them in the comment below. I will be happy to help. Don't forget to subscribe for more WordPress, WooCommerce, and multi-vendor tutorials. Thanks for watching Engramium, and I will see you in the next video.